Chances are you haven't heard of the city of Storum Halda, but that's about to change, because like the tens of thousands that flock here each year, you're about to see why this thriving adventure hub has become a global hotspot for Vikings, both young and old. So join me in exploring this new pathway. When you first come to Storum Halda, you quickly realise that it's not just the tree-lined streets and the security of the walled city that draws people here. Rather, it's the entertainment district. And it's these buildings behind me that draw travellers from all over just to experience what they have to offer. The main attraction of any town, whether it be a Viking hold or not, is of course the tavern. And although there has been a few renovations along the way, the original structure of this hall stems back to one of the first buildings constructed after the Lord Knight's Wrath declared that they would hold back the nearby Black Forest and conquer the lands. So like many travellers before us, it's here that we'll start our journey. Now reservations are a must at Moggie's Meat Hall, as the alfresco style dining and the stunning views over the bay mean that their tables fill up quite quickly, as the local lords often book ahead months in advance. While those who have just come back from a hard day's adventuring can warm themselves by the hearth, the mead served here is all locally produced, with the honey being drawn from the town's hives, while the organically grown thistle and herbs from the southern forest allow for a wild ferment to take place, ensuring a rich and full-bodied drink. But just make sure you don't upset that barkeep. He's not known for his patience. As the evening kicks on, locals and travellers alike swoon to Night's Saloon in the red light district for a little bit of entertainment of a different sort. Situated right on the harbour, punters can dock their boats and literally walk right into the arms of a companion. Well, what do they say? When in Storum Halda? Why hello there. Probably the most important thing that has created the fame associated with this amazing town is location, location, location. Although the Black Forest in the south has largely been tamed, greylings still lurk deep within parts of it, as well as the occasional troll. As such, these are perfect training areas for young Vikings to start to hone their skills. And this group of avid would-be warriors has asked me to venture out and help start their careers. Unfortunately, it doesn't always go according to plan, as here lie many young Vikings who now lie in Valhalla, with parents and relatives coming to pay respect to their children. Once the hangovers have lifted, and for those that are into a more picturesque setting or a quiet breakfast, you really can't go past starting the morning at the Thatcher's Cafe. Its menu of quail and furling soup or trollgut sausage is sure to cure your hangover, and what's special about this hilltop little restaurant is that it has spectacular views over the harbour, and you can easily while away a morning watching the boats come and go, as the peaceful serenity of the setting helps whisk away your hard, grueling life of a Viking. Once you've finished, follow this up with a trip through the industrial heartlands of those very docks, with tours that are run every 2 hours. These will take you along the stone wharf and into the Lord's crafting house, where you'll get an in-depth look at the backbone of this city and the industries that drive it. One of the popular day trips that you can take is to go out hunting. Behind me is Sven from Axe and Glory, who is one of several operators that will take you north of the town to the lush forests which are teeming with deer and boar. It's here where he will show you how to stealth up on your prey and how to make a clean kill. Now, it doesn't always go according to plan.
You missed.
He's right here. Logs. Stealth up.
Can't see him.
He's over to the right. Oh, you got a good angle from here.
Oh, I see.
Oh, oh wow! That was great.
I finished it.
Trip ends with one of the local treats, as you get to have a meal from what you kill, and all seasoned with local mushrooms and berries that are picked from the undergrowth as the hunt takes place. And at the end of it all, there's nothing better than a warm mug of mead with the local makers to help the night along. So one of the true delights that the city holds is also one of the most unique experiences, and for those that like to stay at hotels with a view, you cannot surpass a night at the Axe that chops Yugthea. Your journey starts with a short boat trip up the northern coastline to an archway at the base of this mountain range. Those of us that enjoy their fitness will of course want to climb the 1,688 stairs to reach the hotel, as it's an experience in itself, walking through the overhanging rocks and along the narrow ledges whose sheer drop would spell death for any Viking whose footing isn't quite as sure as it should be. Well, I don't know about you, but I need a short rest. Fortunately, one of the Axe's owners, Earl Costigan, installed this hearth just for that purpose. To think, we're only halfway up and we're already above the flight path of those drakes. This is one of my favourite parts of the climb. When you walk through the tunnels, cut through the stone itself, you really get a sense of what it's taken to build this path. For those of us that aren't into the adventure of mountain climbing, you can just take the portal. And once you're through, you step into the ancient ruins to behold your lodgings for the night. There are two towers that comprise the Axe, with the hotel located in the southern of the pair, and with luxury in mind, it's been built to outshine any rival. While construction on the northern tower is due to be completed next year, its observation deck is set to be the highest point in all of Valheim. But your first port of call when you arrive is to soak up the warmth of the hearth in the living quarters, and let your feet feel the lush lox hide rugs under them, relaxing you into the next few nights. Now this is a must-do for any discerning traveller, and these towers are amazing. Each one has been constructed from the stone quarried on its respective peak, and you can really see that the texture of the stone is unique to each tower, while the wood was milled from the nearby dark forest and holds a beautiful grain that comes out in the polish. But it's really what lies beyond the plush rugs and soft feather beds that adorn the first floor, and out on the balcony where the truly majestic nature of this place is realised. I mean, these rooms are literally on top of the world, and although you're above the cloud cover, on a clear day, you can see an amazing view of the landscape around you. One of the must-dos during your stay here is to dine under the stars with your friends. This 3 Michelin star experience has all the food cooked in the hearth next to your table in a no expense spared culinary treat. And thank you. The view of the great tree itself is unprecedented and simply breathtaking. Next week, tune in as we explore the cursed swamps of the eastern shores, go Thor gazing, and take you on a wild trip as we big game fish for serpents. So until next time, safe travel along your pathways, and see you then.
Oh, I see it.
There's nothing there!
I saw it to the port side though.
Oh yeah.
What is it, like Father Christmas and reindeer?